the reserve trim on the Lincoln Navigator. Now, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Probably only because my Cadillac Escalade had a sunroof. That's the only reason why I chose the Cadillac, and I wasn't really interested in the Lincoln Navigator. But after driving the reserve, pardon the nooks and scratches, and it's dirty, but this SUV kind of fell on my lap, and I was always curious to see what's up with reserve because Lincoln is a top dog. So let's take a look, y'all. This is what you get when you purchase a reserve. So you get a 3.5 twin turbo liter engine. This is the one they got in the Raptor. It definitely has some torque to be a big SUV. This is the extended model as well. You got some captain chairs, but you don't got that middle console going on like the Black Label does. And yes, the lights do dance as you approach the vehicle. Aggressive, as you can see, it's definitely been driven a lot. This one has 55,000 miles, but you get a lot. Pardon me, she's a little dirty, but I know it's about to rain. You get the step boards that pop out. You get leather, unlike an expedition, where you probably get some cloth seats. But it's beautiful in here. You got the chrome accents everywhere. The SUV is very, very informative. You got wireless charging. You got Apple CarPlay. The seats. These are not the 100 way seating where you could kind of adjust them however you want. As y'all can see, these are the seating controls right here. You got 3 options just in case you want to set your seats. You got storage everywhere. Storage is definitely plus in here. You got your shelf down here. I don't know, y'all. For anybody, if you haven't bought the Escalade yet, you might want to check this out before you go ahead and bite the bullet, because these, with some mileage, you could fairly get them cheap. I wouldn't say cheap, but you could be in between 50 to 60. You'll get a Lincoln Reserve. A lot of options. As you can see, the wireless charging here. You got one. I've seen one USB-C port. This is the regular USB. But it's dirty, but it's clean. I guess you could put your phone here. Again, storage is not an issue. I love the shelf here. That's one thing I wish they would have did with the Cadillac. Such a big truck, and storage seems limited compared to like all the new modern stuff, to be such a big SUV. I don't know, guys. I want to say I'm mad I didn't look at this first, but I just always thought that the Escalade had that status. We got the captain chairs in the back. Very, very comfortable. I think when you buy the Black Label, the Black Label got the same seats as in the front as they would in the rear. Easy to fold. They got the bar right here, just in case you want to move the seats forward or backwards. Pardon me, y'all. I'm live, because again, this kind of fell on my lap and I was shocked. Very cheap. Shout out to Avis. You got some USB ports in the rear, as y'all can see over there. Boom. You got one there. Some cup holders. Not too much going on, but right here I guess you could fold the seats down in front of you for anybody that wants to sit in the back. And I don't know, this one kind of looks like the short one, but you got a lot of room in the back. SUV is correct. I gotta say, it's definitely fire. Look, you got a lot of room. You got a lot of storage down here too. Again, this is not mine. This is a rental. Shout out to Avis. They gave me this $200 a day. Not bad. You got your spare just in case. Of course, everything is automated. You could drop the on me. Whoa. Too quick. That's the problem with being live. Can't edit. This model year is a 2022. I believe for 2025, they're gonna do like a whole facelift and everything. You could drop the seats down. You could bring the rear row electronically back, not the ones in the middle though. The two captain chairs in the middle, you can't bring them back up with the buttons. This is a 2022, 55,000 miles. We got a lot of meat on the tires. I believe these look like 20s. Yep, these are 20s. 275 on all corners. This has active 4x4, which I thought is dope. You definitely feel it. Like it grips like all-wheel drive vehicle. Love the running board. That's one thing I wish the Caddy would have had. And I'm not trying to say that the Caddy, you know, I regret buying the Caddy because I love the Caddy. Like I said, Cadillac has that status, but this is official. You definitely get a lot, for the price. It's just in 10 years, you guys already know what these are going to be worth. Close to nothing. This one doesn't drive itself, but it has that feature where it stays a couple of car lengths ahead. You can adjust that of how far you want to be to the car in front of you. Yeah, it looks very good. TRM, it looks really good. Your trunk switch, you got your light switches. Again, the switches feel good too. They definitely don't feel cheap. Plastic, but it doesn't feel cheap. It looks real good in here. I'm gonna turn it on for y'all so y'all can see what it is. I'm not gonna lie. User friendly. I guess dealers are starting to listen to Doug DeMuro as far as separating the climate controls from the infotainment system. Big screen, I love that. I'm not gonna lie, this is official. Again, Revo on the sound system, but going back to the infotainment system, this is very informative. Again, we got CarPlay. Um, Me and my daughter. uh, Heated steering wheel. You got heated seats. You got cool seats. Again, the buttons feel really, really good. Really good. I love this. I'm loving this. I'm loving this a lot. The gear shifter, these buttons right here, I thought that this would be like there'd be a delay and you would have to like stop, but it's very responsive. It's kind of like whatever gear shifter you're used to. If you press it, it's gonna respond right away. There's absolutely no delay. No delay. Your control stocks feel awesome. Again, I fell in love with this. I saw a black label the other day. I was trying to trade my Cadillac for M5, and um they had one of these, but it was the black label, and I was like, well, I was blown away by how good that thing looks. And as y'all can see, the Beta Reserve, this is like the lower trim model. They really went hard because look at the stitching. They really took their time to make everything look fairly good. Like everything looks really good. Look at the cup holder. It's plastic, but again, it's not that cheap plastic. LED lights everywhere. You got this little pop-up mirror to see what the hell your kids are doing back there. Um, the dash instrument cluster right here is very informative. Seat belts. This will show you for me. Seat belts. Let's wait till it stop the blur. Um, you can see it'll tell you who has their seat belts on. This is driver assist. This is just in case you want to use that adaptive cruise control. This the calm screen. Before I go to the calm screen, I thought it was just a lot, too much going on. I couldn't figure out which one was the fuel, which one, well, the temperature gauge. I was kind of like all over the place. I was like, what the hell is going on? There's too much information, for me to look at. And then I looked at the calm screen. Calm screen. I was like, what the hell? You showing me everything. I don't want to see all this. And then it um went to this. This is nice right here. This right here, I don't know. It kind of my anxiety was all over the place when I was on every other screen. Then I came to the calm screen, which is dope that they have that feature. You don't want to see all that. I don't like to see all that. Um, Fuel is amazing. 2217. Don't expect much from such a big vehicle. Again, we got 55,000 miles on the clock. Um, yeah, the calm screen. I love the calm screen. Like I said, it was just too much information. Too much information. Uh, yeah, the infotainment system very responsive to touch, very responsive. You'll have, if you try to do too much at once, like everything else, you'll have that slight lag. That slight delay on choosing certain things. But as y'all can see, very responsive. I would connect to the CarPlay to show y'all, but that's very, again, it's very responsive. It's very clear. The backup camera, you get that the I guess satellite view, and then as y'all can see, the rear camera looks very awesome as well. You might, what is this? Reverse brake assist not available. Oh, let me see. Oh, I guess when you're parked, you could, take a look at your camera settings. This is dope. I'm not gonna lie. This is, I'm blown away by this SUV to be such a, the reserve, the basic one. You got a lot going on. Right here, you got your climate, just in case you don't want to take your eyes off the road and focus on the buttons. You can always come right here and adjust anything quickly. You know, you and you can choose to have your audio. It's dope, y'all. Definitely, I definitely recommend this. Your Navi, you know, dope, dope, dope. Oh man, I think the the whole menu for how to play with this infotainment system, it has to be as thick as a Bible. Look at the camera here. You got this. I didn't. I'm going as I go along. I'm finding things. So this is your camera view. Dope. Again, dope. Look, you can see you got the front camera, the rear, your tow hitch. Full view not available. Not too sure what's going on. I guess we're not towing anything, maybe. But yo, this thing is kitted out. Let's take it for a drive. I want y'all to see my face expression as I drive. Pardon me, I can't even switch the phone. I forgot I'm live. But let's go for it. I like this, y'all. I gotta say, I'm impressed. I'm very impressed. Oh, hold on, real quick. Let me show y'all the drive modes too. I love the little movies. It does when you change the driving modes. I go. I'm looking for slippery. I'm not looking for slippery. But I'm looking for the sport mode. Excite. That's what it is. You got your usual um auto stop start whatever. Your parking, your emergency parking brake. Not too sure. Oh, this is your parking assist, and this is your auto stop start. Hold, this is for like your brake if you don't want to press the brake when you're at a stop. This is dope. Like I said, your dial to change the modes. Real quick, I'll show y'all. These are your tune, the menu, yada yada yada. Your control switches for your temperature, and yeah. I'll show y'all the movie thing again. This is cool. I remember seeing this on other reviews, and I was like, "Yo, that's kind of dope." I love this too. You got the active 4x4. That's super dope. My Escalade don't give me that. I'm very 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 impressed as well. Let me take in and let y'all know what time it is. The weird thing about it is that it's very, everything is electrical, like down to when you mash on the brake. I don't know if it's not a squeak, but it's kind of like a robot. Like you hear it engage. The brake pedal, that is, not the brakes themselves. As far as insulation, it's quiet in here. Definitely that. Definitely ain't getting no noise. She picks up too. You got to be careful driving this. I can't wait to drive a Raptor. I got to get my hands on a Raptor because if this move and it's as heavy as it is, I can only imagine a Raptor missing the third row seating and you got the open back. This thing is dope though. You hear a little growl too. Don't get it twisted. We moving right now. We super moving. I gotta slow down because we by like an airport. We in Long Island. No regrets. This thing moves. I definitely drive this. Drive a basic reserve before you go bite the bullet on a regular caddy. It's coming from a Cadillac owner. Car language. This thing is dope. This thing is super dope. I gotta say this. I'm blown away. I'm mad I didn't drive this first. Not like that, but uh, like yo, it's not the love. Everything, it picks up on the temperature when you get into the SUV. Whether it's cold, it got the steering wheel ready for you. Um, like again, you it feels like a truck, like what a pickup truck would feel like when you mash on it. You know, uh, as far as through curves and such, on excite mode, it grips. You don't feel like you're gonna flip it over that easy. I wouldn't take any chances though. Still respect it. But I'm hyped. You see it in my face. I'm like, yo, I can't believe. I'm a Lincoln fan. Y'all know what it is. If you watch my videos, you see I got a 2005 for sale. I want 3,000 to 3,500 for it. Please help me out. Times are hard. I want 3,500 for it. I've done a lot to it, but I can't wait till these things drop. On the price till they depreciate like crazy. This is a lot of car for that depreciated price. Visibility not an issue. We got blind spot. We got all the safety features you can imagine. You understand? So that's definitely something to consider. Your family is going to be safe in here, and anybody who's been in an accident in a Lincoln, they'll tell you you're safe. Like you be lucky if you come out with a scratch. These things are pillows when you're in an accident. But again, ability is great. Installation is great. You hear because there's no sunroof. That's what I would have wanted. I would have wanted that panoramic sunroof. But because there's no moonroof, is the cabin is insulated more, so there's less noise. Um, the bumps, they're there, but it's not harsh. It's not a harsh ride. I would have thought these seats, because it doesn't have that, the 21 way option seating where you could adjust them however, it would have been nice to have that, but you don't. I thought that the seats would be uncomfortable, but I was like, nah, they can't, because they look uncomfortable till you sit on them and you're like, nah, you could spend some time in here. That's not an issue. Maybe because I jumped out of my 18 wheeler and jumped into this, I don't feel it that high off the ground, but we are. It is a high center of gravity, right? Like you sitting high, not as high as a semi, but that's probably why I don't feel it. I don't feel high, like I'm high off the ground. This thing is dope though. Like I can't believe I'm driving this, and I can't believe what a deal I got on this. Shout out to Avis, man, because Turo Wallet, Turo's Wallet, they want like $500 a day for one of these. Right now we on a freeway, and look, effortlessly this thing is moving effortlessly. I gotta say, this is dope. I love the LEDs. I love how aggressive it looks. Um, Again, guys, don't go rushing into anything. Take your time when buying a car. We'll leave what I was about to say next for another video. I was about to say right now is not the best time to buy a car, and it's not, because these APR rates are retarded. Pardon the R word. Sorry, I don't like to use that word, but y'all, it's almost upsetting how bad they're doing us. Like, aside from getting a high APR rate, a high monthly payment too, and then you get a lot of months on the term. It's insane. I don't know. I don't recommend for anybody to shop for a car. But if you are going to purchase a SUV right now, make sure you go test drive all of them before they run your credit. Test drive all of them, because you're gonna fall in love with all of them. Um, I like the way these seats look versus the Cadillac. The Cadillac, it looks nice. Don't get me wrong, but this with that extra plush pillow, I don't know. It makes it look nicer. It's clean in here. It's definitely clean in here. You gotta wipe it down, but it's clean in here. I love the infotainment system. Very big. It kind of uh, r- it complements the size of the vehicle. Everything goes with the flow. And then again, you got on the gauge cluster, you got that it's big there too. Like every screen in here is big. The new Caddy got them though with that curve. Yeah, Lincoln not. Nobody in the game is messing with that. It's safe to say Beamer is not touching Cadillac's infotainment system. Again, do I regret buying my caddy? No. Do I wish I would have drove this? Yeah. They were still expensive when I was looking though. That's why I didn't even bother looking this way. They were still a bit pricey. The turning radius kind of sucks, but hey, it's a big SUV. This is dope. This is dope. I'm kind of hype. I got this for the next couple of days. Oh, and them bumps. Oh, steering wheel is. Just noticed that. What's what's yeah? Good point. Even button is placed like like on a shelf type. Where you could comfortably press it. Everything was just so like thought out. They definitely took their time. Doing this, and to be a big SUV, I just spun around real quick, did a quick U-turn, and the turning radius doesn't feel as bad as I thought it did. I thought it would. Not bad, not bad. Um, One thing I do gotta say, SUVs, you want a lot of meat on the tires. That's one thing that I like and dislike about the Caddy. I can't really hop curbs, just in case whenever there's a lot of traffic, I gotta flow with the traffic. If I do hop, I gotta be really careful because it will bend. An AM car language. I'm so blown away by how good of a vehicle this is. This is great. This is definitely great. Damn, this is a lot of bang for your buck. Again, the control stocks feel good. Every button you press, yes, it's plastic, but it doesn't feel, cheap. Everything feels good. Even the lever to unlock the door. Storage again, got a lot of that. Can't go wrong. Can't go wrong. I seen one like 52. It had like 60,000 miles. It's Ford, so you don't really have to be concerned about how expensive maintenance could be after the 100,000 miles. Because let's be honest, for anybody who knows, for the most part, that's when vehicles start kind of having issues. I haven't heard anything about the Navigator. I heard stuff about the Nautilus having like a few recalls, not on the Navigator, but yeah, y'all hear that? There's a growl, and even not bad on the brakes. I gotta slow down because I'm by a graveyard. But this thing is dope. This thing is definitely dope. Very quiet. The sound system, Revel. I never heard of that. It could be better. The Black Label has the Burmester sound system. This one, Revel. That's what you get when you get the Reserve. Um, Could be better. It's not bad. I guess because it's an SUV, there's a lot more speakers in here, so it doesn't sound nowhere near as bad as you would think. I've never heard of Rebel. Somebody might correct me in the comments, but yeah, it's not bad at all. Going back to the gear selectors, I would have thought you'd had to you would need to get used to it, but I adapted ASAP. I adapted ASAP. Yeah, it's true. The turning radius, yeah, it's expected, but not bad. Like I said, not bad. It'll surprise you. You're gonna be like, wow, the turning radius. I would have thought it'd be worse. And look, you got some controls up here. Oh, you got you could pop the headrest down from the front. That's dope. Again, I don't have this for long. I got this for like 2 days, and I got a lot of stuff to do. Who knows? I might get it for an extra day. Let's see how long we last up here in New York. Damn traffic! I hate traffic. Got me stressed. I'm sitting here at the light. But guys, take a look at this. Y'all gotta drive this. Y'all gotta see what's up with this before y'all jump in the caddy. Lincoln is giving Cadillac a run for their money. I gotta say, I can't talk down on Lincoln. The Navi has always had it. I can't wait to drive the new Caddy. I was gonna scoop that up, but like I said, these Turo is wilding right now. They want too much money, for a day. Like you guys need to start watching your competitors, because no, we're not doing $500 a day. I'm gonna start checking Avis and budget, see what they got going on before I come to y'all. I love y'all, but y'all wilding. Hope this video was informative. Hope y'all enjoyed it. We got a lot more. I told y'all we got a lot of content coming up soon. Stay tuned. More content coming soon. Call language. I'm out.